Salutations, my kindred souls. I hope you are having a beautiful day. And if you're not, I hope you find something beautiful in your day that encourages you. I wanted to share a nugget that dropped in so clearly for me yesterday, and I feel like it needs to be shared. I was listening to a YouTube video about what is going on in the cosmos, like astrologically, and a bit of the video was about Mercury retrograde. And the things this woman said in the video very clearly reminded me that Mercury retrograde gets to be a season of positivity. It doesn't have to come with the chaotic and anxiety-inducing energies that it often comes with. For example, when I had even first heard of the term Mercury retrograde, I was a young adult, like I didn't know what it meant. I just was kind of told that it means that technology goes haywire and things get a little wonky for a couple weeks. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like I don't understand why that matters. And then of course I go on a spiritual journey and an awakening and all the things. And I start to become much more aware of what Mercury retrogrades feel like, how often they come up. And there have been other seasons in my life where I've been encouraged to utilize that time as a positive thing and not a anxiety-inducing thing, or not something to be fearful of. And it came back up again for me yesterday. And what the woman said that became such a clear download was that Mercury retrograde or retrograde seasons get to be a period of soul recalibration. And what she was essentially suggesting is that retrograde seasons are a time of letting what isn't serving you shake loose. And that's why your life gets a little churned up and shaken up, because you're shaking loose all of the things that are slowing you down or pulling you off course, so that God, the universe, can redirect you back onto your highest timeline, like get you back on course. And that was so encouraging to me. It was so soothing to get that message of like God, the universe saying, I got you. Like let retrograde be a time where, yes, you're noticing a little bit of rough and tumble, and you're noticing some chaos or some void or some things not going as they were, because I love you and I care about you and I'm helping you recalibrate and course correct. And that was so encouraging to me. And then just a few sentences more of her talking, I was like, oh my goodness, retrograde gets to be about soul recalibration. Like it is a season that I need to treat more sacredly because it is for me. I don't know why that never dropped in or never like dawned on me till now, that even things cosmically that I have absolutely no control over and like could like happen, whether it's once in my lifetime or 27 times in my lifetime, it gets to be for me. It gets to be not to me, but for me, including retrograde seasons. And I had heard of this philosophy once before of using the RE in retrograde as a reminder of all of the things that are beneficial and positive to do during retrograde seasons, such as recalibrate, reread, revisit, reground, realign, readjust. It's a revisiting time in our life, not to revisit because you haven't healed or corrected or worked on something, but to revisit something as it comes up one last time to say goodbye, or to show you how much you've grown up and out of that thing. And all of that, in its being for me, I have realized needs to become so much more ritualistic than I've ever made it before. And so that was like the big calling for me personally when I was listening to that message, is how can I make retrograde season more ritualistic and more sacred, because it is a gift to me rather than a curse or a disruption in my life. And I just thought that was so beautiful to share, because it's just the clarification that yet there's another season of my life that doesn't have to be associated with chaos, stress, upset, fear, anxiety, any of those things. Retrograde seasons don't have to be about any of that. And I get to trust how deeply things are moving in the directions for me, and how deeply things are being realigned and readjusted for me in this life as I walk and as I trust. that's what's happening for me. And so I just wanted to share that with somebody who could use a perspective shift on what Mercury retrogrades are. They don't have to mean, well, guess life is going to suck for 6 weeks or be wonky. They get to mean, I am so present and aware and with what is happening, knowing that it is adjusting me. It is regrounding, like it is recentering me, and the stuff that doesn't belong here anymore is waving goodbye. I get to trust in all of that. And it was so soothing and so reassuring. And I was like, why have I not dropped this into a voice note to share it? So I hope that blew your mind open and shifted perspective on how retrograde seasons, whether it's Mercury or Saturn or any other transit we happen to be going through, I hope they get to be a perspective shift in that they are for you. They are the universe looking out for you. They are to help course correct you and shift you back into your best trajectory. And we get to trust what that looks like, even if it looks like things not working out or things falling apart or feeling a little uncomfy or a little disrupted. We get to trust that those are not bad things. And we get to put so much more ritual in our lives. Like just me taking the time to put like an extra emphasis on the ritual of taking care of my body, of getting better rest, of enjoying my cup of tea, of my foam rolling, you know, the things that I do to care for myself, or in the times where I'm reflecting on what's going on and observing myself in the present, dealing with them. That's ritualistic in its reflection of, look at me evolve from this. Look at me being a new version from this. Look at this leaving my life, or look at this being an older version that is on its way up and out. You know what I mean? So just, yeah, make it about that it's for you. Make it that it's positive energy. It's God, the universe, guiding you in this season of life that you get to treat very sacredly and very positively. And I hope that was super encouraging to you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Mwah.